People have been asking me this question, sir, fresher hai, MBA karna chahiye ki nahi karna chahiye? Should I go and gain work experience? If I'm a fresher, can I get the best placement? Hi everyone, hi Divya, Sri Chandana and Nand Kishore. Welcome on board.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Lot of people have been asking me this question, sir, fresher hai, MBA karna chahiye ki nahi karna chahiye? Should I go and gain work experience? If I'm a fresher, can I get the best placement? By the way, this girl Divya got internship in ENY, then Grant Thornton, which is again to consulting risk advisory company. Taxation में भी बहुत बड़ा नाम है. Sri Chandana worked in ENY, then got a PPO, and PPO was a pre-placement offer, being a fresher. And Nand Kishore has also gone through great Grant Thornton. Best thing is all of them are freshers with nearly zero months experience as well, and they all come from different backgrounds and different parts of the country as well. They are students of ISME Bangalore. I met them in one of the sessions there. मैंने बोला आके थोड़ा सा लोगों को जागरूक करो. Let's begin. Let's talk about top 5 things what a fresher should know. They also listening to us. They're all 19, 20, 21 years old listening to this video. Divya, welcome, and let's begin. A little bit tell us more about you first of all, and then let's begin.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sumit. So, yes, as told, I'm Divya. So, I have done my graduation in BCom, and I've also completed my CA intern. And then actually I have started a startup. I've worked in a startup company previously for around 1 year, over a year.
Oh, you had work experience of nearly 1 year.
Yes, over a year. Like I had worked as operations head in a company. And then I had this thought of doing a post-graduation MBA. And like that, I ended up in ISME. So yes, coming to the question, freshers, yes, definitely we have to work a lot. Definitely, when you think about a fresher getting a job, first thing I feel that the technical aspects, one must be very sure and very thorough about the technical aspects they learn during the graduation level as well as during the post-graduation level. So basically, the basics that they cover during the graduation and PG must be very thorough for a student when they go for their first interview or when they attend the interviews as a fresher.
So you mean finance पढ़ा है तो know basics of finance, you know what is accounting, what are a little bit risk associated, what is money laundering, थोड़ा थोड़ा सब पता होना चाहिए.
Actually, yes, they must know like the basics. No one will ask you into a very depth like when they know that you are freshers. No one will expect you to learn a lot into that. Or they would expect you that you would know everything about it. Super. But of course, definitely you should know the basics and especially at least the theoretical part. Definitely you will get to know the practical part once you get into the company and you will have a lot of learning there. But at least on the theoretical end, you must be very sure about your graduation level topics as well as PG topics.
ये पता है क्यों है भाई? इसका reason है a fresher doesn't have much thing on the resume to talk about as compared to a work guy. That's the big problem. So if you're doing something, whatever graduation, pick up those subjects. Sri Chandana, do you want to add something to this, or Nand Kishore, if you want to add something to this?
To add on to what Divya said, along with the technical knowledge of the specialization that we are in, it is also important to know a little bit about marketing or maybe about HR or even business analytics. Because in our college, it was a great advantage for us that we got to know a bit of all the subjects because in first year it was all combined. So we know what is happening in marketing, what is happening.
Right.
The reason I'm saying so is because when we get into the company, though our profile is different, when we know what other departments are doing, it is easier for us.
Right.
Like, oh yeah, this is happening. We can understand.
Great.
That is the reason.
Great. So go across. So know your subjects of UG and go across the topics and learn a little bit of everything. Marketing, finance. That's the reason. In most of the IIMs also at ISME Bangalore also the first year is combined for everyone. Nand Kishore, do you want to add something to this?
Yeah, so along with all this technicality and like knowing about the world and all those things, like a person has to build their profile. So if I say like, why are we going to college? Anyway, there will be theoretical things which we have to study. Like in the going forward movement, we have to study a few things and we have to by heart all these things and all. But what is actually main important? What are the changes as a fresher which we bring to ourselves? Like we will be starting from a 0 point, but we have to like update ourselves to an extent where we get into the corporate. So it's not that easy, but taking initiatives, like if there is any event which is going to be held, so thinking out of box, if we see, like keep an open mind, like bring out suggestions which is actually benefitable for the like for that event. And yeah, so keeping an open mind is also a key like thing.
So
What
profile is the second most important thing. Keep on adding. Did you do some things, Divya or Srichandra, in college? What you can advise others as well, like in the consulting club, ye karo, wo karo, or whatever clubs you were a part of it.
We were part of different clubs, all three of us actually.
Yeah.
So I was in entrepreneurship club, which helped me explore more on the business side, like the business plans, like how they come up with their marketing strategies and different strategies. So that did help us, because for every week's club, we were meant to be prepared for something for the next activity. So that let us explore that helped us explore a lot about lot of companies, their business plans, strategies, how they go about their business continuity plans.
Super.
So it is definitely, the clubs are very important, and staying proactive in college is extremely important.
Great.
Being active in every, not just academics, but also in the extracurricular is also very, very important, because that in a way will improve your networking firstly, and then also it also helps you in exploring a lot of talent that you yourself might not be aware of. It kind of opens you up to many opportunities
super,
in exploring
to open up things up,
fact,
getting into the fresher
that's
world, and and take part in the club, entrepreneurship club. Divya, you were adding something to the same as well. What
Yes, yes. I was saying, like, in fact, it is apart from the club. Like, I was leading the literary club. So, knowing that I didn't know that I had a talent to write, and like getting to know that I was given an opportunity to write for the LinkedIn page of our college also. And apart from that, I have hosted the TEDx event and
Achha,
the international
nice.
conference that has happened. Yeah,
Nice.
right. So our leadership skills and the way we present ourselves, so a lot have improved from the time we joined till the time when we come out of the college. A lot has improved. We have improved our leadership skills, our presentation skills, the way we present our ourselves in front of everyone. So
Right.
everything has changed a lot.
Great. Fresher's
Yeah.
biggest mistake is fresher thinks he's a fresher. And and he lives his life as he is undergraduate college. So boys and girls, if you think you're a fresher, trust me, you're not gonna get placed. These guys are the best placed people, ENY, Grand Thorntons of the world, PPOs of the world, but they have worked really hard, and I can see the way they are communicating. So whichever school you guys are choosing, whether you're going to SPJain Bombay or Narsimhanji Bangalore, or you're coming to ISME, you're going to be their juniors. भाई कॉलेज के अंदर जो एक्टिविटीज होती हैं उनके बारे में और पढ़िए, and then you guys can explore from the same. Yeah, Nand Kishore, you were adding something to the same.
Yeah, so basically, like I was into communication club also. Like one thing, like if I say, Divya mentioned presentations. So for presentation, what is the key things which what is the key thing which we need? It's communication, right? So once if there is no proper communication happening, we could not actually convey what are we trying to say.
Right.
So that I have seen people who were like literally facing issues and difficulties in speaking when we are placed in front of 5 to 6 people. So that also gets like a spot where we should be highlighted. Like I think it should be highlighted. The
Work on your communication skills. That's a really, really important point. It's also people ask me like how to improve their communication skills. That's a different topic altogether. The quick tip is read. Stand in front of the camera and open up Zoom. Now everything is digital. We are helping the people through this Zoom network. Record yourself. See whether you like your hand movement or not. Whether you like this guy. Are you looking at the camera or not? These are like basic things which everybody should know. If you can't do that, stand in front of the mirror, take a newspaper, start reading it out. Read out the newspaper first throughout, and then stand in front of the mirror and start reciting whatever you remember from the same. And definitely in English as a language, if you're from a vernacular medium, build this up. It's going to be really helpful. So we discussed 3 things so far, 2 more to go. One is अपना tech सीखो, जो भी आप whichever background से हो, engineer हो, engineering करो, engineering के बारे में पढ़ो दोबारा से. Even if you've not studied engineering, study right now. You should be able to answer the questions. Secondly, build your profile, clubs, participate in the colleges. We spoke about so many clubs, what the students are at ISME Bangalore. Check out the college. Number 3 is the open mind as well. So what Nand Kishore also pointed and Sri Chandra also talk about as. What is number 4? I'm going to go to Divya and ask, Divya, what's number 4 thing for freshers? I want this video to be a rule book for all these people. They also want best placement from whichever college they're joining.
Yes, so I have seen my seniors, like leaders in GT themselves, like taking few interviews. So what I have found is that in the interviews, they ask a lot of current affairs. So that is where people today's your students, like most of them are most of the time they're into WhatsApp or other social medias. It's not that it is not important, that is also a part of it, but we should spend more time reading newspapers and getting to know, especially economic times. Actually, that is very important. Getting to know about the current affairs, getting updated, that's very much necessary, especially while tracking an interview, because apart from the technical aspect that I said and all the other aspects that Siri, Chandana and Nandakishore said, apart from that, I think current affairs plays a major role, because they just don't want students who are just nerds or just into books. They don't want students
Right.
like that.
So know
Definitely,
about Russia-Ukraine war, what's happening in there, yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
You should know about that, the farm laws that has happened, about the demonetization that has happened. So we should be updated about it.
It's a very good point about economictimes.com. Boys and girls, when you read, Russia-Ukraine war on economictimes.com, you'll get the business sense of it. Rather than arms and ammunitions, you'll see how India is going to get affected. So go to economictimes.com, type in Russia-Ukraine war, and that's a very good tip of reading it out. In the start, you may find it difficult to read that. If you have a hard copy, like a yellow newspaper, I've got like hundreds in front of me right now. I keep on collecting them, which are the good ones. So it's hard, but use dictionaries, talk to people, and I think over a period of time, MBA kids pull up on that. Great. What's the point number 5? The last point for every fresher, one of the most important things. Sri Chandana or Nandkishore or Divya, you want to add something?
Yeah, so actually, when you're applying for a role in any company, first we need to know what we are applying for, what profile we are applying for. We need to do our homework and research on what this role is, what would be our work there, what skill is required, what qualification is required. If there is any knowledge that is required, we need to do our research study upon it. Also, along with the job profile, we also need to do our research on the company, because in interviews, usually what happens is that the company will try to test if you're actually interested in this company, if the person has done their research on the company, do they know our service lines, do they even know where our headquarters is, what our revenue is. So it is very important that we do our company research, because it is very unavoidable question that comes. Do you know what you're applying for? Do you know
Great.
about this company?
So,
It is very important.
whichever college you are joining in, as I said, any top business school, wherever you're going, day one, find a dream job where you want to get placed. Like, I am sure these guys must have thought about Grant Thornton, and then you want to go in there, and then you killed it, and being a fresher as well. And then read so much about that company. Sometimes it may happen, like, like Sri Chandana cracked ENY before. So you will be preparing so much for ENY, you may not get shortlisted, but next week there is Grand Third, and so this repetitive work you have to keep on doing till you get your dream job. Yeah, I'm going to come back to Sri Chandran and ask you how to get PPO also in 30 seconds. But before that, Divya or Nandkishore, would you like to add something? Anything on your mind? How freshers? They're all. I'm assuming they're all taking notes and listening to us in this video.
Yes. So apart from this, I think the major point is be confident. Whenever you go for an interview, as you said, like don't think that you are a fresher. So be confident, and everyone will have that tension. I know that when you give an interview, there will be tension. At least don't show it on your face.
Great.
So that is a major point that I can add on to.
Superb. That's a really amazing thing. Nandkishore.
Yeah, I can just share a personal experience. When I went for the interview with GT also, I got to face so much of like basic level questions only they will ask. They also know that you're starting from zero. So they won't be asking this is the job title and that job, how are you going to do and all those things. But still start from keep a low pace while speaking also, because they need to understand that you know the basic also. And yeah, just like keep smile. If you don't know, it's okay. It's like you can just say no. Who is gonna stop you? If you are no means no.
Yeah, but whole interview you cannot do that. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the whole interview. Don't say no.
one or two things you can skip and you can generally accept it. Yeah, Sri Chandana, any parting thoughts? How to get PPO? By pura in लोगों ने सुनने हैं. You got a PPO as well from ENY में करके, and life is good. बताओ भाई.
So I'd like to say, as a fresher in any company, they don't expect you to know everything. They don't expect you to be 100% thorough with your work. We can make mistakes. There will be people to guide you. You will be given some superior who will be reviewing your work and who will tell you. But what we need to do right is having the right kind of attitude, in my opinion, and show that commitment towards the work. That is it. Like the right kind of attitude is the key for everything, and rest will follow. Like it's as simple as replying to their messages on time, or if you have any missed call from your superior, make sure to on Teams. That is where the interaction happens these days. if there's some message or something or a mail or something, just have a basic this thing of responding it in time.
Super.
Don't just overlook those things. Those are very important because there are superiors with a lot of more work experience. So the everything counts for PPO. Everything counts. The way we speak, the way we are responding, the way we are meeting deadlines and all. We can make mistakes. That is okay. That is acceptable in any company as a fresher. But right kind of attitude, I'd stress it.
That's so amazing. That's so. I think your funday clear, Sri Chandra. Your fundamentals are clear when it comes to the extra thing which you need to know. Replying on 2 months, you're going to be in a company. They're going to be seeing you, the way you dress, the way you carry yourself. Now it's going to be everything is opened up. People are going offline. By the way, there is an internship trajectory program. जहाँ पे ये लोग students हैं ISME के, and they've got tied up with New Sigma as well. So 2-3 days students go on the campus of corporate. There also they learn. So if you're joining any business school, learn what's happening in there, how you can have that corporate experience. What Sri Chandana is talking about, replying on the emails. A fresher has a habit of not replying it because he comes from the college. So जो college से campus की तरफ जाना है, college से corporate की तरफ move करना है, move it fast is going to be really helpful. Thank you so much, Divya, for joining in. Thank you so much, Sri Chandana, and thank you so much, Nand Kumar. You are awesome, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us.
People who are listening to us, do it on the like button and also drop in a comment, drop in a profile. Are you learning something new? And let's keep the continue the discussion also in the comment section. Type in a profile. What do you want to learn more? How you can, if you are having any trouble in finding internships, we can guide you in the details as well. Thanks so much and have a good day ahead. Bye bye. Bye Divya. Bye Nandkush. Bye Sri Chandra.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you
Take care.
so
Bye.
much.
Thank you.